the beginning of something revolutionary.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'll be there, waiting for.
Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to the Youth and Power podcast, the officially unofficial California YNG podcast. Today I have my co-host Devin here, Devin Jessiconis, and I am Sophia Hayes, and we are very, very extremely excited to interview our guest today, who is Alyssa Konakov from the Foothills delegation. Alyssa is running for the 78th Youth Governor, and we are grateful to have her on the show today and talk to her a bit about her platform and who she is as a person, her youth and gov experiences, and her hobbies outside of YNG. And today, to start us off with questions, will be Devin.
Yeah. So, can you teach us your delegation callback?
Oh, our delegation callback, it goes F to the O to the O to the T. We're representing Y and G. H to the I to the LLS. We're Foothills and we're the best.
I love that.
Wow, that's good.
Wait, how
Ours is
long
just
have you
like
guys had that
Amy.
callback for?
That's it.
Wait, what's your guys' callback?
It's just Amy.
Amy?
Oh shoot, I meant a callback? Oh my gosh. Wait, we low-key I thought you meant like the whole thing, but like our callback is just like Foothills. It's a little sad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I've never
I
heard.
thought you were like
saying,
someone
when did
No,
they
it's fine, it's fine.
change it? Yeah, because I feel
Ooh.
like every like delegation's callback is like
Yeah.
kind of just a version of another delegation's callback.
Yeah,
And
no, but I feel like no, but some of them are really iconic, like CPY, like we need to get on that level of iconic, low-key.
Miller. I really think that like for Amy, our only added flair was doing the clap.
Mm.
I think that's what really sets us apart. Is
I
the
suggest-
is the
Yeah, no, I
clap.
think so.
I suggested the AMY, so you do AMY.
Okay, wait. A-M.
Because also on our sweatshirts we have a heart.
Amy.
Like
Oh.
whoa. I don't know what that was, but
Devin's been triggering all sorts of animations.
The powers, bro.
yeah, I have no idea what's happening, but yeah, I thought it would be like a little clever, A, M, kind of looks like an M.
No, that is really cool. We need
Yeah.
to come up with something like that for Foothills. I gotta like cook something.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's you. Okay, so our next question, getting into more of the nitty-gritty. What is your favorite part about being in Foothills?
My favorite part about being in Foothills, would probably be like our size. Like I know like some like people like kind of hate on the really big delegations, but I really like how big we are because um like I know everyone, so now I feel like I have like 1,000 million friends, and it's just so much more comforting. Like especially like on school campus, because a lot of the people in like my delegation go to like my same school, so I'm like, oh hey, like when I walk by them in the
Oh,
hall. So
what's up, guys?
it's nice.
Yeah, ours is like that too, where we have like a good amount of our delegation is from me and Devin's school, Larchmont. Recently we've expanded to like other schools, but we have a lot of our delegation is from Larchmont.
Okay.
Yeah, how many people are at your delegation?
Like low-key a lot. Like maybe like I'm not really sure, maybe like 100 people, like or more. Like we grew a lot this year. Like so many freshmen joined. So
I feel like Foothills kind of, yeah, like I feel like Foothills this year kind of boomed.
yeah,
I feel like
really.
last year I didn't even know that Foothills was like a delegation, and like this year it was like
glitch, bro.
Foothills, 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 and I was like, wait, whoa, what?
It
And I just saw your hoodies
Yeah.
everywhere. It was like it's like the sea of CPY. Like I
Yeah.
see you everywhere, but now I just saw Foothills everywhere.
No, yeah, because my freshman year, I was literally one of like 5 freshmen. So like, and then we were also wearing the tan hoodies, so people were like the dirt colored hoodies. Like, so we were like very small compared to now.
That's so mean.
No, but it's like it was like low-key funny. Like this year we're Fat Hills. Fun times, bro.
I heard, yeah.
I was the only freshman, I think, at Bob last year for our delegation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we're only 50 people, and it's majority like upperclassmen. or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, last year we were like 30 people.
Yeah, last year we were like 30. This year's like 50. We're growing. I think next year we're gonna be like 100.
We
What
started to
the fuck?
grow.
Dude, that's gonna be
Okay.
so cool. What
Yeah,
are
but
you
we
doing?
started to grow a lot.
Hmm. And then
Okay.
with our next question, what interested you in running for youth governor instead of like another role?
I definitely wanted to run for youth governor because I wanted more people to have like the kind of experience with YNG that I had, especially with like the feeling of having so many friends and having like such like gracious support around you. And then like additionally like my really close friend Lola, she ran like 2 years ago, so it was like I was like really inspired by her as well because like every year at SAC we'd always room together and it would be so like fun to see her like running for a position. This is the first year without her, so we got thug it out this time, but it'll be fun.
You got this. And have you held any like roles in YNG on like a statewide or a delegation level?
Not that I know of, low key, like no.
Okay, Devin.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about like the program areas that you've been in and
Mhm.
like for people who haven't been in those program areas?
Oh, so like give it like a little description
Yeah,
of
like
what
description or like your own experience in it as well.
Okay. Okay. So in freshman year, I was in forum and I low-key really liked it because I was talking about like more on the public health and like healthcare side of like legislator, which I really enjoyed. So like maybe one like something that I would say about that would be like to really like you should put in what you really want to get out of it. So like um I was like the chair for that year at the for like that I guess like that little section of forum. So I really liked working with all these people and like hearing everyone's ideas and really coming together to um make one big thing that we were going to present as a bill. And then last year I had the opportunity to be in the new program, the Inter Icon, so like International Convention. And I thought that was really, really fun because we really had the creativity to come up with like any like bill or anything we wanted to add to our like international constitution. So last year was about labor and working rights. So like some people from Foothills were in there with me and they were all like they were like running on some really fun things. Like they were talking about like Timu and like really I don't know. So like for Icon it's especially like fun. So just like it's not super serious. So like whatever you want to pass, you should just try and pass. Mine may have been like the one or two that didn't pass, but like it was fun anyways. Um and then this year I'm
It's
doing
okay. We won't tell. We won't tell.
and then this year I got into Icon again, so super hyped. I don't like we're gonna be talking about such good stuff this year at SAC, so super hyped for that.
Okay, so like speaking of SAC,
Hmm.
what's like your favorite memory or moment from a YNG conference, whether it's like SAC or Bob?
Ooh, wait, that's a really good question. My favorite is probably, oh my God, this is gonna be a deep cut, but at SAC when at the end when everyone's in friendship circle, I don't know if I don't remember, is it called friendship circle where like everyone
Joint session? Joint sesh?
at the very end where you're just with your delegation, at
Yeah.
least and then like you talk
Friend,
like everyone like
okay.
talks if they want to like talk about like their year and it's so emotional but I love it so much. Like you should have seen me freshman year. I was bawling last year too, tears running down my face. But it was like I just love that part because that's when you really make friends and like hear what people thought
Yeah.
about the year and like yeah, that's just my favorite part.
It's a good reflection of the year.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like
Mhm.
bonded.
Last year, I'm so good. Devin, sorry,
Yeah.
continue. Continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say that like even my advisor was telling me like we always need to do like more things like outside of the YNG season as like a
Yeah.
delegation because like
Yeah.
people are too bonded at that point. Like oh, like once you're with, like almost like living with people for like a couple of days or for a weekend, just like you really get to know them and like you
Oh
really like
yeah.
share something together.
No, especially when like
Ours,
sitting there. Oh, sorry.
No, no, you go, you go,
Okay.
you
Especially when you're like sitting there and other people are like talking and then they like bring up something that like you did that you don't even remember that you did and you're like, oh, like they remember that. Like that's
go.
the good ones.
I think last year ours was like we sat in a circle
Hmm.
and then we spun like a wheel and it was names and whoever was in the middle, like we would take turns going to the middle of the circle.
Uh-huh.
And the two names that got like on the wheel had to say something nice about the person in the middle.
Oh, wait,
Or
that's so
like a memory that they have. Yeah, it was really great. It was like so I don't know. I it was just so good. It was really great. Um,
so much
yeah.
fun. Maybe I'll get
Devin.
that to happen this year.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then for our next question, this is straight from our delegation. So based on like what you've like heard or experienced,
Hmm.
can you rank the following like f five program areas based on like their
Okay.
energy? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we have appellate court districts, we
Hmm.
have ledge houses, we
Hmm.
have CIB, so California Investment Bank, we
Hmm.
have ConCon, and then we have Icon.
Okay. So, unfortunately, for those in appellate, I'm gonna put appellate in the fifth spot. I've just heard so many horror stories. Like, I've never personally been in appellate, but like the people that
Oh
I've
my
been.
God, don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, no, no, I'll give it a chance. But I've heard so many people that are like they're like fighting to go through session. I'm like, guys, like it should be fun. Okay, so appellate, and then I'm gonna
Like I
put.
get really into it. I think that's why I like Apollo so much. I think it's like
Hmm.
an all or nothing program area. Like if you're not
Yeah,
into it, you're not gonna like it.
yeah.
But if you get into it, like you're gonna like it.
Okay. I'd probably put the investment banking fourth because I feel like that kind of thing also like you just have to really be into finance and those kinds of things to really like enjoy it and like get what you want out of it. Like I feel like if you don't really like that kind of stuff, you wouldn't really like find joy in it. And then third, I'm probably gonna put ledge houses because like my friends have been in it and I know a couple of them like really really liked it that they did it multiple years. But then some people were like, meh. So I think it was like, it's just like a kind of medium, kind of like depending on what you'd want to do and like what kind of bills you'd want to pass. Um, and then I'm kind I'm kind of biased, but I'm gonna put ConCon at second because like I feel like that the fact that it's just like the American Constitution, it kind of restricts you and like at least compared to Icon. But I think that's like equally as fun because they're both like I don't know. They're both like super super fun, but and then I'd put number one probably Icon. Oh, biased choice, but um would be it's because like you get to choose like what you guys really want to focus on at Bob rather than just like sticking to just the Constitution. So like you guys like they like vote on like what you want to focus on. So if it's like I don't know if you guys want to focus on like food across like the world like then you guys can focus on that, you know? Like it's more
It's like really self-guided.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I love that.
Okay. This is a question that I thought of, and it's my favorite question to ask. If you could join any other delegation for a day, what delegation would you join and why? You can also choose like three, two or three, if you'd like to.
Okay. Um I feel like I'd really want to join like one of the few. I'd want to join CPY just like for the experience. I feel like that one's like such a vibe that like I feel like I'd have to experience it like once in my life. And then probably I I feel like I'd want to join like the Collins and Cats family YMCA. Like I don't know, I feel like they're so vibey. Whenever I see them they look so like joyful and I really want to join that.
One of my best friends is in Collins and Cats, and it is like everybody like okay, like two of my closest like YNG friends are in Collins
Mm,
and Cats, and they just both have I have to say like they have like the best vibe ever. Shout
no.
out,
No,
shout
literally,
out you
like, I see their vibe
guys.
at SAC, and I'm like, guys, like, we need to be more like that. Like, that's crazy. Like, they look so much, they look like they're having so much fun. So, I'd want to join that. And also, their name is like really, I really like their name with their YMCA, the Collins and Cats Family YMCA. It's
Hmm. But they
cute.
don't even call it Collins and Cats. They're just like, oh, West Side. And I'm like, both are so good.
No, they need to bring back Call of the Cats, bro. Um, I feel like
Okay, shout
low-key,
out
like
Piper
that's,
and Rhoda, by the way, my two friends in College and Cats.
but I
Love you
mean,
guys.
I feel like any delegation would be super fun because they're all like similar but like different in their own ways. So it'd be like fun to join all of them. But top two, top two.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
then I was wondering, so I know like a lot of great leaders have had like mentors throughout their life.
Mhm.
Who do you think like one of your biggest inspirations has been in like any aspect of your life? Like if that's like school or like some activity that you do or even like leadership?
Okay. Um, I prob like who's like been my biggest inspiration?
Yeah, either like in your life or like or one of your biggest inspirations. You could just like tell us about one of your biggest inspirations.
Okay. One of my biggest inspirations would probably be, probably I gotta like really think about this. There's so many people inspire me, but I feel like it'd probably be my lead mentor from my engineering club. It sounds kind of nerdy, but it's like it's so much fun, and I really love him. His name's Brian. Guys, shout out to Brian.
Shout out.
Um,
Shout out to Brian. We love
he
Brian.
like
We
spends
love Brian.
we love Brian, guys. He like, spends like every day at our engineering club at our school, like unpaid volunteering, and like he
Wow.
organizes every single event on the weekends. And we're like, oh my God, he bought today. He catered us Wingstop, guys. Oh,
What?
guys, 100 pieces, guys. Oh my God, like
What?
oh,
We love Brian.
yes,
We
bro.
love Brian.
And like he just like does everything for the club and I really appreciate him. And he just like doesn't stop. So like that like vibe, like I gotta bring that to everything I
That
do.
man keeps going. Like he just
No,
stays going with the wing stop and all the stuff.
yes.
I
Guys,
love
like I think he's taught me catered Wingstop at least like 5 times. Like a real one for that, real one.
So, what do you think has made your campaign successful enough to make it to this stage in the race?
Um, I
You can
would
take your time with this one too. Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. To be like honest, like I'm not 100% sure, but I think that it's probably like how vulnerable I was getting during my speech talking about like my mental health and aspects of my life like that because like after I like spoke that main speech on stage I had like advisors coming up to me and they were like I really really liked your speech and I was like oh my God like thanks like I love you guys so probably probably that I hope like I'm not 100% sure but maybe it's just my cool vibes guys like I have no idea.
I'd definitely say
it's a
it's that,
combination of everything.
yeah.
Let's hope guys.
Um,
Okay, so
oh yeah.
um, how do you feel like your delegation has supported you throughout this process? Like, how much of an impact had they had on your campaign?
They've been like everything to my campaign. They like I've practiced my speeches so many times in front of all of them. Like it's just like it's so incredibly helpful to like talk about my speech and then to have like edits on it with like friends that I've like gained from the delegation. Oh, and then also like at Bob like having everyone like being super hype and really like enjoying our time there is really has been something that's really helped me. And especially like for them like not even like to do much just to like show up has been really really helpful. Like if like I went to the delegates of color caucus and like some of them like just showed up and that really helped me like figure out like really have the confidence to say what I wanted to say and I really appreciate that. Love you Foothills guys. If you guys are watching
Shout out Tails. Come on.
shout out,
Well,
guys.
Foothills, they will be watching. Don't worry,
They
like
will be.
they'll
They
be
will be. I'll
watching.
make sure they watch it.
This is really. I'm expecting this to be like a bus ride to SAC binge
Mm,
watch
yeah.
type of thing. That's my
You know,
For
dream.
some delegations take a plane.
We used to, bro. We took it my freshman year and then we got cheap and we now are only taking
Oh my
bus.
God, I have to say I prefer the bus to the plane
Really?
because then you don't have to like, okay, like here's okay. Let
Let's
me give
hear
you my
it.
reasons. So, number one, planes, you have to go through TSA.
Mm-hmm.
Hate that. Two, you have to like restrict how much like liquid you can pack. Like you have to like instead of just being like, oh, I can just throw my bottle of conditioner in my suitcase and go. Like you have to make sure it's in like a travel size container. Sometimes you can't even get your brand in travel size, or you have to buy travel size containers to put it in. It's just too much work. And then like you have to deal with getting off of a plane and feeling kind of like you can feel the plane on you. And also like you don't get to stop in the middle of the plane ride for like a snack or like some food. And I feel like that like level of like that's like a bonding moment. Like, oh, we had to run from the subway. Like I did this last year, I had to run from subway to my bus. I was the last one on the bus. I had to sprint with a friend of mine, and his food was taking longer than mine. He was like, sacrifice yourself. So I ran and I ran and I got to the bus. And it was like I just think that like taking the bus, like you definitely get more of an experience together. Like you've gone through war together
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
than like if you were to go on like a plane, it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
now we're
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like,
I get that. I get that.
mhm.
I just feel like the 2 hours or like whatever, like 1 hour, like ride is just so joyful compared to like six hours on the bus. Is it 6 hours? I don't know. It's like
Like
super
eight,
long.
I think.
Eight? Maybe
It's
it's
about
eight.
six. It's about
I,
6, 7 hours.
I
Yeah.
don't even know. Like,
The funny thing is that we're always last to Amy. We've been last to like so many things, except for last year. Berkeley was last
dude,
because their like bus didn't come. I don't know, but
what's going
I know that
on?
we were super late to SAC last year. We were super late to Bob this year. We were pretty late to our officer retreat
Wait,
this
Bob
year.
this year. We were first to Bob this year. I
No,
swear.
we were not. We were like
No,
last.
no,
Oh
I
no.
swear.
Devin, we were
Oh my
last.
God.
Dude, we got there at like 8 p.m.
That's
No, dude, we got there at 10 p.m.
Okay, we weren't last, but we weren't there like first.
no, I swear, because like I didn't see anybody in that huge tent for the fellowship at the beginning. Remember?
There was a
We got there at the
fellowship?
end of the fellowship.
Yeah, there was a fellowship at on the first day, but you guys got it ended at 10, I think.
Yeah, no, we got
Yeah.
there after that.
I
Yeah.
think also everybody kind of was going to that, and then they saw that nobody was there, so they would leave, and then people would come. Like nobody was getting there at the time where they were like, "Yeah, we're all here to fellowship." Like I think everybody just kind of like,
No, dude, like the like unfortunate series of events we went through when we got to Bob was like crazy, bro. Do you guys want to hear this? It was like kind of insane.
yes, we do.
We
The
got
foothills Bob lore, oh,
oh my,
it's
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 crazy,
crazy.
bro. Like
It's crazy.
so I got to my bunker, right? The big bunk, like whatever, with everyone's beds in it. I go to use the
Mhm.
bathroom. Tell me why all three of the bathrooms look like a nuclear explosion. Let me show you a picture. It was so bad. Like I don't think I've like ever been that shocked in my life. Like that was like but then they got fixed and it was fine. But it was like it was jarring in a little bit. Wait, let me show you guys because
Uh,
oh, everyone needs to experience this.
Everyone needs to experience this.
I forgot how bad it was.
oh, dear Lord.
It was crazy. But Cowboy fixed it and we were good. So
Okay.
it wasn't horrible.
Wow.
That was a little crazy, but yeah.
That's insane.
Foothills lore goes deep, bro.
I'm gonna have to ask my producer if we can show that. That was a little crazy.
Big bro. It's okay. Take whatever you need out.
We'll just blur it.
Yeah.
We'll just
I'll
blur
show
it.
you guys. You guys got to see.
Do you have any tips for future campaigners or like candidates like at the 79th Big Three?
I would probably say to like really, really be yourself. Like, don't try to like hide who you are. Just like really like be like the maximum level of yourself that you can. And like in your speeches, try and really show who you are so that
Mm-hmm.
it really feels genuine. And I feel like people really connect to that kind of genuineness. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that answer. Great answer.
Yeah. And then going on to a little bit of like your policy.
Mhm.
Can you explain like how you're going to like improve interdelegation connections and then like accessibility in the program?
Oh yeah. So especially for interdelegation connections, I wanted to at least connect delegations near to other delegations nearby them, either through online or in person, and then through those kinds of I guess like connections between delegations, like how CCY and CVY are together to make the foothills. To like have like at least like maybe like one or two joint events, either online or in person, so that you really get to know these other people. And that like I mean my main goal with this is so that like when you're walking around Bob or you like are in your first day of session that like you know someone around you and you don't really feel alone and like you can like you're like, oh hey, like you're part of my sister delegation. Let's sit together or whatever. So like that kind
Hmm.
of thing. And then especially with some things like that, delegations can totally like use these times to fundraise more and really
Hmm.
like get like money for the delegates that really need it to increase accessibility for all of these delegates to really participate in YNG and get the full experience and like really like get the peer like support that they like need through this experience. So you're like getting multiple things in one. So it's like I feel like it's kind of like more value from this. Yeah.
I like that. That's good. And then I was also interested in your passion for like improving like individual like delegate voices. So can you
hmm
explain like how you're going to do this and like why it's important to you?
I really wanted to like amplifying individual voices has been really like important to me because I feel like at least like as a freshman or like as someone who doesn't really like public speaking, like I'm not really a fan of it, but like I've really been like pushed out of my comfort zone this year to like talk. Like I find it really hard to talk in session because there just are so many people and I'm like scared like oh my God like what I'm gonna say like is not gonna be good enough to like answer like like what they want as a response. So like I'd really want to like amplify these voices because like everyone has opinions that are super important. It's just that like some people are just better at voicing than others, and I don't think like that should be something that's restricting you from like talking about what you are really passionate about. So like in order to like fix this, I really want to like make like online forms like for people to like submit things like if they want like something to be spoken. I know at Icon, like at least in Icon, like you submit your bill, like your proposition or whatever, and like you have the like with all the information on it, and you have the chance to talk about it, but also you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to talk about it.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like adding that as a possibility for a lot of program areas would be really nice for like I guess like everyone who may feel that it's like hard to talk in front of a lot of people, but also I really want to provide like at least through like these interdelegation connections like for people to feel more comfortable to ha like have their own individual voice heard like during session. So it's like, hey, like I see like these five people that I know like from another delegation, like we're all friends, like now like I at least for me I would feel so much more comfortable to talk in front of like a room of people if I'm like looking at my friends rather than like looking at like a sea of like a million faces, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super important. We've been talking to like a bunch of like different candidates in the past
hmm
week about like how they were as like freshmen and sophomores in this program.
hmm
Like they were a little bit like hesitant with public speaking at first, but this is such an empowering program.
Yeah.
And there's so many people in this program, like all of the candidates and you, that are also trying to help like people feel more comfortable with public speaking and also show everybody that like maybe in my past I was uncomfortable with public speaking, but now I'm up here on the stage in front of 2,000 delegates and I've made it to this next level of the competition. So it really
hmm
shows that like anybody in like California YNG can run for any of like the big three positions.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 100%.
Next up, so we're gonna talk a bit about like your passion for robotics, and
hmm
I just wanted to know like what would you like to tell us about that, and also like what got you into it, and what do you think like you get out of it?
hmm Oh, for my passion for robotics?
And like
Okay.
engineering,
Okay.
yeah.
So I really got into engineering and robotics my freshman year. I was like following the footsteps of my brother because like he did the same thing. So I was like, okay, like I might give it a chance. Like I don't really have anything else going on other than YNG. Like I can do this. So I come in, I'm the only freshman there. And then plus like one of like five girls. So I was like, okay. So
Usually how it
like
is, yeah.
no, yeah. And then but like we go to competitions and like we present our community impact to like all these judges. And like I helped work on those kinds of things, like getting the documentation, writing the essays, like working on the script to present to judges. And like we won the award and I was like, "Oh my God." And then
Oh my God.
we went to Worlds and it was super, super fun. So like that kind of thing really like pushed me to like join engineering, like the at least like seeing how much like what you like have done over the years like really grows into like one thing and like what that really adds like
Yeah.
to our club and like how that helps like students in like other locations have access to STEAM because I like especially like in our area we're like incredibly privileged to like have access to STEAM and things like that. So we've been bringing STEAM to other people and like places for them to really experience it since they haven't had the chance to do that. Because if I didn't try it out, I don't think I would have known that I actually liked it. So,
Hmm.
like through trying, I've like really been like passionate about bringing these to other like elementary kids. And then I feel like get from this like program and I've really gotten a lot out of it. Like I have like a medical condition and I wear like a medical brace. So like from that, like I've learned like how like engineers like really like biomed engineers really like work with these kinds of things and make them and I that's like been like super cool. So it's like connected me to like a bunch of like internships, summer things, like super, super fun. Like guys, like
Hmm.
you don't even know like STEAM,
Yeah.
crazy guys.
This is something I'm particularly excited to ask about. So we know that you liked Tyler's new album Chromacopia,
Yes.
and I wanted to know like what are your favorite songs on it? Because I'm a huge fan. I got the box set.
You know, I saw
Um,
your hoodie. I was
I
gonna say
went to
something.
I went to Flogna.
Dude, did you go this
I
year?
went to the listening party. Yeah, I went this year. I went to the listening party, and I have tickets for the tour. Like
Me
I
too.
was saving for Flogna for the
What night?
longest time.
What night?
I'm going the day after we get back from SAC. So
Bro, you
I'm
don't
going.
know.
Yeah, I'm going on the day we after SAC. I'm going, but
Hmm.
like I that was like my like I begged for tickets for Christmas. I was like, I think you understand. Like I need these tickets. It's my birthright. Like I need them.
Okay.
So yeah, I did the triple feature this year with Tyler.
Bro, I wanted to go to vlog now, but I was like, guys, like, oh, it was too expensive. But
I
okay.
saved for like 6 months because I was like,
No, that
I'm
sounds.
not missing it.
Bro, I need to get a job. Oh my God. Okay. So definitely sticky on top. Like, I feel like that's like like at the beginning, I feel like so many people hated on it, but
Oh my
like
God, I loved it. I have a video of me hearing it for the first time.
yeah,
It's
no, at the
literally my
listening party.
screensaver. Um,
No, at the listening party, I was like, oh my God, it's sexy red. Like you can hear in my video. I'm like, oh my God. Like
I know that's what I said.
um and
Her, Glorilla, and Lil Wayne. I was like,
I was like, guys, this is
he
crazy.
knew. He knew.
No, but it's the way everyone was like, guys, Frank's gonna be on the album. And then he wasn't on the
Well,
album and
he
everyone
was
was shocked.
not. Oh my
I
God.
was
I
not
don't know
surprised.
why anyone was shocked. I'm like, guys, Frank is not gonna be on Chromacopia. I don't know why we're all
No, the day that
I don't know
Frank
why
makes
we're all like, what? Like
yeah. No, the day that Frank makes a return is the day that like it's a
the
cultural
world
reset.
ends. Like
No,
the
like
world
yeah.
will end.
Like but yeah, sticky on
I've
top.
seen that like he's been releasing music under an alias though, but we'll get into that at
Really?
a different time.
No, but that's like
Hmm.
yeah, it's too niche. It's too niche.
All right, but like, okay, so Stickies were like your favorite song. Like, is there like a song on there that like kind of you were like, and then it grew on you?
Here,
Like for
let me
me, Noid and Like Him, I was just kind of like, I don't know. And then I listened to it a few
like
times and I
him,
was like,
bro.
okay,
Bro.
at first I was just kind of like, I don't know, like, because it was really slow pace at first. And I
Hmm.
keep forgetting that with Tyler, if it's like a slow song or if you don't like it, you just gotta trust the process.
Hmm.
His last single, like, that guy that he put
Hmm.
on YouTube. At
Yeah.
first I was like, I don't know about this. And then
No, yeah, me too.
he got to the Westchester part, and I was like, dude,
Yeah, no, yeah,
wow.
I
It
agree.
was
Oh my
so
God.
good.
I forgot. I I hope you find your way home and take your mask off. Top tier. But I think like something like I feel like Hey Jane and Judge Judy. Like I don't know if that's controversial, but they grew on me definitely.
Hey Jane, I can understand. Like at first, I was just kind of like, okay,
Yeah,
it's
at first
giving.
I
It's
was
kind of
like,
like Wilshire from Call Me If You Get Lost.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
kind of giving off that vibe. And then for Judge Judy, I instantly loved it. I loved it so much, and I
mm,
still do. Like I just think it's like so. I think the story is kind of random, but I think overall the song itself is
yeah,
just
yeah. No, like I love that song now. At first I was like when I was at the listening party, I was like,
at the
but
listening party. I was like, oh, I'm
people
moving and
change. People
grooving.
change.
Like,
So
yeah. I killed you at the listening party. I was just like, okay. And then later I was like, wait, wait
It
a
takes a second. It takes a
minute.
second for songs to register, right? Like you have to like
yes, yes,
it a
yes.
couple of times and then maybe like you're focusing on just like the overall the first time you hear it, and then like you
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
hear like the backdrop, and then you hear the lyrics and you start putting it together. It's
And
amazing.
you're
Devin, what
like,
was your favorite song off the album?
Probably Sticky too.
Join the club.
but I have so many like chromacopia screensavers. When he posted the lyrics like that, I just kind of like,
Wow.
Dude, I was listening to
yeah.
it this morning in the
Oh, I
car.
also have like the 10 on future songs as a
Mm,
screensaver. 12.
that's so
I don't
valid.
know.
That's so valid.
All right.
Spirit fingers for that one.
Thank you.
Spirit fingers for that one. Wait,
Thank you.
I don't think we've done Spirit fingers on the pod yet. That's
I
crazy.
did Spirit Fingers during Birdman's interview.
Oh, you did?
I hit a
Bro, Devin hasn't hit it. He hit it today.
Yeah.
poor Devin.
Uh, okay, so for our next question, what are some of your like favorite spontaneous trips you've taken?
Spontaneous trips.
Hmm.
Um,
We do our research.
spontaneous trips probably when um I went to Korea like 2 years ago. That was super spontaneous because it was like I went through a program and it was like it'll pay tw half of your ticket, your plane ticket. So my parents were like, you have to go.
Just a
And
random, you were like, yeah, sure, I'll go to Korea.
no, yeah, like I was like, because it was like the summer after freshman year, so I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So
Mhm.
yeah, but that was super spontaneous. Or probably like not this past winter. I mean, like not this past December, but the December before that. Um, I went to Park City with my friend and we went skiing and it was so good, guys. Park City, lit, guys. I haven't been back.
Lit.
I need to go back. I need to go back. The snow's been calling me recently. I want to learn how to snowboard. Do you guys know how to snowboard? Because I
I
don't know
do.
how to.
I do not. Okay, of course Devin knows how to snowboard, but I
I
do not.
do. Uh,
There are certain things that Devin says, and I'm like, of course. Like earlier, I got his voicemail for the first time, and I was like, this is the most Devin
Wait, what is it?
thing I've ever heard. He says, you have reached, and then like he says his phone number, and I'm like, okay, like of course Devin is not saying you reached Devin Jessiconis. He gives the full phone number like he's a business. And I'm like, yep, there that
No, but I
is.
feel like that's better than when people are like their voicemail's like, "Hi," and then they wait a
Yeah,
second,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I
then
know.
they like say like, "I'm not here right now." Oh my God, my friend has that voicemail, and I'm like, guys, like I start responding to her, and she's like, "I'm not here now, right now."
Or sometimes, like one time I had somebody go, hello? And I talk and it's like, hello? I can't, oh, gotcha. And I'm like, this
I
little
hate that, bro. Oh my
person is,
God.
this former delegate, like, it's giving that energy of like, I just am just so like upset at them because I'm like, I've been tricked and no one was here to see it, but I still feel like you made me look like an idiot. Like, I don't know.
This is like deep-rooted like beef with
Oh my
this
God, it totally
delegate.
is. It totally
Oh
is.
my
No, it
God.
wasn't even a delegate. It was like an old friend. I just had to make it YNG related. But like, okay. Our final question for you, Alyssa, is
Okay.
so like as you know, it's campaign season. You've
Yeah.
been campaigning, obviously. And so you've probably been like spreading your platform and your ideas and your policies to everyone in YNG or like wherever you can. But we want to know, like, what we want to know is a policy or an idea that you've maybe recently had, or just one that you feel like you haven't been able to get out there as much, and like a policy
hmm
that you'd like to highlight more in your campaign.
hmm Um, I feel like, at least on my end, I haven't super like emphasized how much I really want like accessibility to really be a part of my campaign. Like it's been there, but like it hasn't really been at the forefront compared to other things.
Hmm.
So at SAC, like I'm gonna try and push it so much more. And then also at like future things that I do, I'm gonna push it so much more because like everyone like who I talk to, like they all need to join YNG. Like it's such like learning and like really impactful experience like in like at least my life. I feel like it can be for like anyone's life. So that's
Hmm.
what I'm totally gonna like add on more.
I tell family friends with kids all the time, I'm like, hey, when your kid hits high school, have them join youth in government. Like,
Yeah.
it's such an amazing program. It's so worth it. Join it.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I like made my little brother join and like he really likes it. So I'm like, God.
Yeah, my sister joined this year too, and she's National Assembly chair, or she's like
Mhm.
she has a position in National
Okay.
Assembly. Yeah, and it's her first year ever, and she was like, "I'll go for it." So she ran and she got it, and she,
Like that's so
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dang. I want to see like what
Shout
national
out to
assembly.
Naya. Shout out to Naya.
Shout out to Naya.
Love you.
Yes. But wait, guys, like I want to hear what National Assembly is all about because I've heard like so many things about National Assembly, but like I'm like I
I
want to
feel
hear.
like
Have
for
you guys been in
me,
National
it's like
Assembly?
I haven't heard that much about it. Like I feel like some people say like, "Oh, I've heard nothing about Icon," and like I feel like Icon is all I hear about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I hear like really nothing about like National Assembly.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like what goes on in National Assembly? Guys,
What
help us
happens in
out on the pod.
there?
Someone DM me. What goes on in
We need
National
to
Assembly?
get a candidate who's been in National Assembly to explain to us what really happens in
Yes,
National
yes. Send me
Assembly.
the video when you get it.
Oh, we will.
Thank you so much, Alyssa, for coming on to the podcast. We loved having you, and everybody check her out on Instagram, and you'll see her at SAC.
Hmm. Thank you so much, Alyssa.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.